welcome to your work and money tarot reading for September. Let's jump in and see what's on the cards for you. So Aries, I have 4 cards for work career, 4 cards for money investment finance, and we have some oracle cards here in the center. Now, before I dive in, Aries, if you wouldn't mind liking this video, please think about leaving me a comment and hitting that subscribe button. It is all engagement based over here, so it makes such a difference to the videos. You know, going places, getting reach, and also for us to be able to continue bringing you the free readings. So I'd be very grateful for that. If you'd like a personal reading at any time, the first link down below will take you to my website. Okay, let's jump in, Aries. So the first card out was Surrender to the Divine. Full moon energy. Now we're on the tail end of the full moon right now as I'm doing this reading. I also have the World in the reading, which Aries is things coming to full cycle, like huge completion here. So it feels like you're wrapping something up in your work career in September, and you're being asked to look just to surrender to that. You might be completing a job or a contract. Some of you might be choosing to retire. For others of you, you might be leaving a study or a course, or even making a decision to potentially leave an industry or leave being an employee job for an entrepreneurial journey, because I have 2 cards of that here as well. It is time to surrender to that calling, Aries. Now I've pulled the Conscious Consumer card for you, and it says you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. So it might be a time to be more, conscious in your spending for those reasons, and, reasons of maybe, saving, or because you're in transition here in the month of September. All right, Aries, let's look at your work career first. I've got 4 of Pentacles in this situation, 9 of Pentacles in the challenge, 4 of Swords in the advice, and the World in your outcome. So the 4 of Pentacles says that maybe you've been holding on here, Aries, and it's time for you to actually let go, release, or surrender to the divine. I actually think that you're being called to a bigger path of purpose here. It's linking to that 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles for me is someone who's really independent, self-sufficient, who could do their own thing, or go contract, freelance, start their own business, or change into a role where you're more autonomous and you can lead. Like, you're an Aries after all, right? You're good at this. But maybe you've been in a position where you've sort of been out of power, or feeling like you can't really expand and show all of your gifts. Or maybe you've just been suffering from self-confidence and issues or insecurities here, Aries. The 4 of Pentacles can also be, look, if you're just sort of been in a comfort zone here, Aries, and but not really feeling lit up, this is your indication that it is time to leave that. It's time for you to step up and step forward. And I just think there's a whole new cycle here opening up. The challenge is the 9 of Pentacles, and as I've said, I think that you're going to be moving into a more autonomous work path. It's in the challenge at the moment, Aries, because maybe you haven't been moving towards it or taking action. But remember, surrender to the divine. It feels like September is the month to make a move. Now, the 9 of Pentacles tells me that you can end up far more abundant and in your confidence, feeling good, and your vitality will even increase because you'll feel so much more like you're in control here. The advice is the 4 of Swords, and it feels like you also might need some rest and recovery, Aries. Maybe you have been working really hard, and maybe that's one of the indicators why you really want to make this move into your own thing, so that you really can, have more decision-making power, have more control. I also feel that maybe you've been waiting for the right time, or waiting for a breakthrough here, Aries. Now, one thing to me is clear, having taken that journey myself, is that generally the right time doesn't really show up, or we never really have maybe the right resources or the right contacts. We have to drive this forward ourselves, right? And I think it's time for you to make a plan. I think part of that plan, Aries, is thinking about severing ties with where you're at. And really, like I said, you know, stepping up into your full power now. And maybe there is a bit of a pathway here. You know, maybe you can't act immediately on the full plan, but I think this is time for you to actually start and start putting the plan and the milestone in place. Because the outcome is the world, Aries, and that is someone who is completing a really big cycle and vulnerably moving forward into the new. And I feel like it's into uncharted territory or into the unknown, right? Which could be, like I said, going out on your own or finally leaving an industry. Like the world is bigger than I'm just leaving this job for another one. If it is, it's like you've been at the previous one for a really long time, like you feel part of it, it's part of your being, part of your identity, or you're leaving behind a whole industry to go after something that you feel is going to either bring you more abundance or make you feel so much more inspired. So we've got really profound shifts here in work career. And of course, it always flows into finance as well. But the energy is the Knight of Cups for finance. And that is, you know, that is new doorways opening. It could link to the work career sector. Maybe you're being offered some help here or finance or some advice. And with the Death card and the outcome, what I'm actually seeing here is that it transforms something for you. There could be an investment that is reaching its peak or reaching maturity here with this energy as well for some of you. So the Knight of Cups is usually new energy that brings the Ace of Cups. It brings new beginnings. It begins to fill our cup. It can also be, you know, a new opportunity coming in where we can increase our finance. Eight of Swords is the challenge, Aries, and it's saying, look, yes, you need to apply logic to this, but try not to, you know, overthink things so much that you don't make a move. This can be stresses and worries, and, you know, Spirit wants you to know, Aries, that, yeah, we might have stresses and worries, and it is a hard time financially right now, but there is a way through this. There is a clear path, and sometimes it's just our own mind that holds us back. There might be financial commitments or obligations that you're needing to start looking at and freeing yourself from, like conscious consumer, like where's the money going? Is there subscriptions that it's dribbling out, and is there leaks here? Because your advice is the King of Wands, and that's someone who's a visionary. It's somebody who is, you know, looking out over everything and assessing it so that they can make, you know, intelligent decisions to end up in the place that they want. So I feel that the King of Wands is saying it's time to step up and be the leader when it comes to your finances, and, you know, really look and leave no stone unturned, really. Again, it's an entrepreneurial energy here, Aries, so it could be that you're going to start something new here that's going to transform finances here, or, you know, you might be involved in some kind of entrepreneurial activities that flow into work career here. This is Leo energy coming through. We've just moved through Leo season. It asks us to have strength, courage, and bravery, you know, to follow the heart, or maybe to follow new pathways, new investments if we feel like they're really going to pay for us. And the outcome is the Death card. And again, like I said, it feels like things can transform here, but it's through release and letting go, maybe letting go of a work situation that's not giving us what we really could get financially, releasing, you know, those leaks, or becoming a more conscious spender here. Awareness and, you know, tracking can really, really help here. Surrender to the divine. The Death card is a card of surrender, and I just feel like you're going through a major transition here, Aries. And if we are going through a work transition, it will also have an impact on finances, but when the new opportunity comes in, it will transform. And sometimes we have to be willing to, you know, to accept that finance might change, and it might even decrease slightly, so that we can actually get, you know, 5 steps ahead in the long run. So that's what I have there, Aries. Now let's draw you a oracle card to close this out. Using the Divine Abundance Oracle here, Aries. flow. Well, that's very much surrender to the divine. It says, allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. So some of this might be out of your control, Aries, and you're being asked to trust in the bigger picture and trust in the divine, but also move with the flow. It's a time to let go and maybe to stop pushing and loosen the grip. And if you do, what would happen naturally here? You're being asked to go with the flow and flow towards what you naturally feel is your next cycle that comes, to you for work, career, and that in turn will flow into money as well. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you would like a personal reading, first link below will take you to my website. You can check out what I offer. And don't forget to like, share, comment. Please do hit subscribe on your way out. I would be very grateful for that. I'm just wishing you a great September when it comes to work and money. I will talk to you very soon. Bye for now.